so I hope the connection's good. Okay, so once again, I am too lazy right now to film on my camera, so I'm just gonna do it on my phone and I'm gonna post it to YouTube. But basically, I just wanted to do a really quick review of this book. I'm not even finished with it yet, but I can do a review on it. I'm a pro at this now. Okay, this is The Yellow Book, The History of the Aliens on Earth. I don't know who the author is. I don't think it does show when I bought it on Amazon, but I got it from Amazon, and it's spiral bound, so it feels like it's almost like a school project. It gives me like elementary school vibes, but also it feels like you're reading like classified documents, so it's actually really cool. No, but this book talks a lot about, well, first of all, there's a lot of photos for people that love, you know, like evidence-based things. But there's a lot of photos on the Greys. There's a lot of photos of UFOs. There's a lot of talk in this book about how like certain levels in the government don't even know about aliens and the encounters that we've had with them. And so I basically knew that. I'm like basically not surprised by anything anymore. It's just like old news to me at this point because I don't know, I'm just so like numb to it now. And so, yes, so it talks about that, and it talks a lot about the dark side of the Greys. And like, I'm obviously thinking that they're talking about the Greys that are not so good, and they're talking about how the government basically made like a treaty or like an agreement where in exchange for the aliens to help us advance with our technology, they would let us borrow they would help us in technological advancements, but they would be allowed to abduct humans and for their genetic experiments or whatever. And so there's a lot of belief that the Greys have their own planet. There's a lot of belief that they don't. I don't know what to believe. Like different sources say different things, so I don't really know what's the truth. But anyways, it talks about so the name of the book is Yellow Book, and the Yellow Book is basically this crystal the size of like an iPad. That's how they describe it in the book. It's the size of like an iPad, and it's like holographic in nature, and it contains the history of Earth basically. But it's so weird because it's like holographic in nature, and it just has so much data in it. It's crazy. And that what's so weird about it is that supposedly if you start watching it, you have to watch it the entire time. Like you can't like take a break, or else it'll like restart from the beginning. I don't know like how that makes any sense, but yeah, sorry, I'm getting notifications, so I'm like trying to read them too. Okay. And it also talks about the genetic experiments that are going on, and a lot of them are not so good. And so I'm like, damn, like I don't really like, I mean, it's really important to know about the dark side of things, but I'm like, damn, like I know, like I want to vouch for them, like especially from the Dolores Cannon books, like all we've heard about the Greys is like good things about them. So it's like, no, like I want to like support them, but with everything there's good and bad. And so I've just come to the realization of that. So one thing I want to mention before I finish, because I don't want to brag, I mean, I don't want to rant too much about the book. There is a project, there's like a space mission that happened back in the 1900s, and 12 people or like 16 people went to the planet of the Greys. Supposedly it's called Planet Serpo, and 2 of the people stayed there, and a lot of the people died when they came back because of radiation sickness. Some people died there on the planet, and it is inhabited by a lot of beings there. I don't know if it's just Greys, but yeah, like there's so many things that we don't know of. But I just wanted to share that really quick. Go get the book. It's on Amazon, and I really loved it. I still haven't finished it, but I can still say that I loved it. So yeah,